Park High School for the Section 5A Boys Soccer Championship. It's tonight the number 4 seed, the Blake Bears, taking on the number 2 seed, the Breck Mustangs. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Sig Ligary. And Sig, these teams have been big rivals for a long time, and just so happens that in this 2016 season, they're both great teams going head-to-head for a section final game here. They've tied during the regular season, and they're excited to be playing each other.
Absolutely. That's the big thing, the tie earlier this year back on September 22nd. So these teams absolutely know each other. The coaches know all the players on the other side. Huge rivalry for years. And the way the numbers, or the way the games played out in Section 5 playoffs, these guys are meeting for the championship. Maybe a surprise for some of the other schools that didn't make it, but these two teams have played well, and they deserve their position.
Breck, the defending section champion, they had to go overtime to beat Benilde St. Margaret's in the semifinal round. And for Blake, there's no doubt that they got helped out a little bit by Columbia Heights knocking off the top seed Totino Grace in the quarterfinal round. So their semifinal round was maybe not quite as much of a challenge as what Breck had to see.
Well, maybe not, but just judging from the way the section playoffs have been this year, you don't know who's going to win anything. It's very tough, but they did play a good game for the semifinals, and they're ready for the finals.
Let's look at key players in today's game. First of all, for the Bears, a sophomore who's been moved up front this year after playing in the back prior. Haluk Erkan Fang has done a very solid job in getting on the board for the Bears.
Absolutely, number 38. He's got 11 goals and 7 assists. Very young player, but very adept, very well in control of himself. He can shoot left-footed, right-footed. I'm going to guess he's the kind of player that can see an opening and make an adjustment to his body to make a shot happen.
And for Breck, they've got what Blake coach Tomba Johnson called the 2 best players in the state. We're going to talk about one of them. Midfielder Garrett Opperman is a guy who can really control the game.
Absolutely. That's number 10. He's a midfielder, senior. He's got 12 goals and 6 assists, which is a pretty good set of numbers for a midfielder. So he can shoot the ball and score. He can also see what's open and get the pass off to his fellow forwards and make something happen. He's going to be a tough person to watch along with their other forward.
We'll see who goes to state here. It's Blake and Breck for the Section 5 championship up next.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back here as we get set to begin today's contest. A very sunny day, which may be a little bit of an issue for the keeper, probably in the first half especially, the keeper to our right side. And a little bit of wind, but overall a beautiful day as we look at how things have shaken up. As we talked a little bit about some upsets, primarily Columbia Heights beating Totino Grace in that quarterfinal round. So Blake has not allowed a goal. There's even one round back before that, and then they've had 3 shutouts already in the section tournament. And meanwhile, Breck got by Fridley in that quarterfinal round and then had a tough one with Benilde in the semifinals. And they get to this spot in a couple of, definitely one of the toughest sections in Class A, Sig. I don't think there's much doubt about that.
No, there is no doubt. We've seen some of these teams before, and they're all very, very good. It's a high level of competition and a lot of great players.
Mustangs were second in the state tournament last year. They've made 5 state tournament appearances, won 1 championship. Blake has made 3 state tournament appearances and also has won 1 championship. That was in 2008. And that is, in fact, their last appearance in the state tournament. There to the right of the screen there, Tomba Johnson, the Bears coach, and a number of these Breck players play in the club program that he coaches too, so pretty darn familiar with a lot of them. I love the term that he used for this season. They only won 3 games last year, and they said we've called this year the Blake Revenge Tour.
And it's been working.
And there's George Stempfig, as we said, took the Mustangs to the state tournament a year ago and looking to get back this year. I think, by consensus, they feel like they're every bit as good of a team as they were a year ago, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back. I mean, because you're having to get through these last couple, or the opponent like Benilde, and then today with Blake, it does not get any easier here as they advance in the section tournament.
No, there are no gifts in this thing at all. You have to earn every one of them.
Blake in the blue and Breck in white as we get set to begin. Couple pretty good keepers, too, in action. Quinn Kiernot for Blake and Hudson Hecker for Breck as we get underway here. Bears quickly possessing, coming hard up their left side. And couldn't quite keep that ball in play. We will get a throw here for Breck. Right back out it goes, and there's a look at Hudson Hecker, and there's a look at what we were talking about. He's going to have to shield his eyes a lot in this first half, and especially on a ball coming in high. Might be a danger. Send that long up the middle. Eller trying to get to it. Bears have to be conscious, obviously, of Avi Eller, a guy who can put one away at any time. An offside call here against Blake, so with a free kick coming for Breck. There's Quinn Kiernot, and his coach said he feels he may be the best goalkeeper in the state. So they feel confident in being an attacking team, in part because they've got such a guy that can bail them out if needed at the other end. And this one's going to bounce in, and Kiernot an easy grab on a chest-high ball there.
And Kiernot now telling his defenders where to go. He's going to give it a good punt with the wind to his back.
Nice win of that ball by Torgerson, and now Spencer Yu sending it through the middle, but broken up quickly by Charlie Ankeny, and then we get a trip call against Breck. We will get a free kick at midfield for Blake.
It's pretty far to be a significant kick, but since he's kicking with the wind to his back, he could send this thing pretty deep, and if he catches a little bit of a break from the wind.
Sent long, and Breck gets to it first, and they're able to get it up that left side a little bit. Reed Goldstein then had it jabbed away, but it'll be a throw here for Breck. Try to get it to Eller, and he is held up a little bit. Oh no, going to be called against Avi Eller, called for the push. So Blake will get the free kick. Lane Lipschultz will take this kick.
From just about the same spot, maybe a few yards further out, but again, should be able to get this into a dangerous area. There's a whole bunch of people filed up there.
Well, and like it sometimes happens in the playoffs, considering the wind and also the sun, if you're Blake, you kind of really would like to take advantage of that in the first half, because you know that's going to flip-flop at halftime, and would not be the first time that you see a playoff game where the field's tilted one way, yep, and then because of the conditions. Obviously, we have
absolutely true
great field surface to play on, so that part no issue, but another strong header to get that one out of there, and be a throw deep in the corner here for the Bears to be taken by Haluk Ganfang. Comes out front, try to get a shot attempt. Now volley to the front again, and Breck strong in the air. Opperman getting up for the header. Eller trying to chest trap that one down. And boom long, and Eller trying to give chase.
He's got some speed and almost took it away, and got tripped up.
Then Ben Lee drives it up the sideline there where Ethan Rowe was there for the header. Breck trying to force a turnover, and they do exactly that. Will Torgerson And gets the return pass there in short traffic as he got it over now Eric Smits. And then the ball played up by Opperman looking to go to Eller. And it's banged out off of Eller's foot, I think, ultimately. But Kiernot had a little bit of a tough situation here as you get a look.
I think he got the keeper's hand on it right here and then back on Eller's foot. When you talk about Eller's quickness, there you saw it. A very dangerous player along with Garrett Opperman, who we talked in the pregame.
Bears had that pass denied, but now they get it to Ethan Rowe. Nice takeaway by Eric Smits, though, for Breck. Looks right away to Eller, cutting it to the middle of the field. He'll switch fields now as they get their attack pushed forward here. Jack Johnson serving one over left side now. Smits trying to get control. Puts it to the top, and a long rising shot by Will Torgerson out, sailing well over the top. So we get a goal kick here for Blake, although Breck has had kind of some semblance of opportunities there. I think Blake's got to be a little bit concerned that they don't give up too many like that. Not so much that one, but the previous one by Eller.
Right, because Eller ran right by the defense, and he was practically one-on-one with the keeper. And if he hadn't fallen over the other player, that could have been a dangerous setup. Blake trying to keep it in.
We will get a throw, though, for Breck. Good facility here at St. Louis Park. Been a state tournament host in the past, and they were hosted this section final last year. So,
yeah, I like this setup where the fans are close to the field where they can see things. Good view for us up here in the press box. Nice view of the field. And it looks like a very well kept surface.
And obviously, not any difficulty at all for either of these teams to get here either. I mean, let's face it, sometimes traffic can stress you out a little bit head into a game. You don't want to be late or anything. And now a high bounce and punched out of there by Kiernot. He was not going to take any chances and drives that ball out. So Breck will get a throw deep in the corner.
Nice free kick curving in. Kiernot doing the right thing, punching it out of danger.
Kiernot coming out to get that one. His teammate was in his way a little bit, so he couldn't come up with a clean catch on it initially, but still gets to that ball.
Again, nice punt.
Mustangs send it up, but then quickly taken back. Rowe passing it back to the outside, nearly stolen there as Reed Goldstein saw an opportunity to start things back the other direction. That ball got out of play. It will be a throw for Breck. Spencer Yu quickly triggers it in here for the Mustangs to Goldstein, and now they work to Torgerson. Eric Smits does a nice job shielding that ball. Now here's Opperman. Opperman looking to Eller, put it right on his foot, but then he gave it away. Opperman trying to win it back, and he does so. Now chip toward Eller in the middle. Look at him control it from his chest to his foot. Not a lot of guys in high school ball are doing that.
No, I remember when we covered the Breck Mustangs earlier this year. I was just amazed at his talent.
Eller trying to get that ball back. Imran Omar was holding him off, and you can see Eller frustrated. He thought he was the one who was pushed, and then he kind of, they see the second one sometimes, I guess.
That's true. And he's such an aggressive player, he'll probably draw a few more fouls in the match.
Hecker calls for that one, and will come out and grab it here for Breck. Hudson on the year has 11 shutouts and allowing only about a little over half a goal per game. So obviously they've got a good team in front of him too, but he's a very quality keeper, as is Kiernot.
Yeah, looking at the total number of goals given up by each team, Breck has given up 10 goals in the season, and Blake has given up 9. And on the other side of it, Blake has 53 goals scored, and Breck has 59, so pretty impressive stats.
Rowe not able to keep that ball in along the sideline, so Mustangs get it. But they turn it over quickly. And a jersey tug there as Goldstein was grabbed at. Goldstein saying, you know, that's got to be more than just a call here. That was such an obvious tug. Maybe you might think about giving him the business a little bit, maybe even a yellow card.
Well, he may next time. We'll see.
Smits. Eric Smits this is, driving it with that left foot. Nice ball to the front of the net area, but Bears able to get there first as Ankeny with the header. Now again, chipped high toward Eller. Banged away from him. Now, once again, they try and bring that ball through Avi Eller, flicking it to himself, and then the header to the side, and they're going to play it back to the keeper, Kiernot. You know, I think you'd like to say you play your D the same against all opponents or whatever, but I think you can kind of sense that Blake, their guys have been, as they get it toward Eller here again, you have to play things a little different with Avi Eller and maybe just turn it, you know, look to clear the ball immediately. Don't say, I'm going to steal it and then get a nice pass away. You can't. He's too dangerous. You have to just try to deny him and get the ball out of there any way you can.
Absolutely. Don't give him a chance to get his foot on the ball. If you notice, the last few passes have been way up in the air, and Eller's been able to chest trap him and roll him down his body.
Here's Ethan Rowe tracking it down for the Bears. And couldn't control that one as he tried to push it ahead of the defender and then get to it to cross it, but instead it got out of play. We will get a a goal kick for Hudson Hecker and the Mustangs.
Number 5, Will Mortensen, and 23,
Subs coming in now, Soren Rowe, number 23, and Will Mortensen, number 5 for Blake. Header up the line here, and it gets out of play. It will be a throw for Breck. No score on the board. This is the Section 5A Boys Championship. So the winner goes to the state tournament. Arch rivals Breck and Blake battling it out.
And again, the last time they played was back on September 22nd with a 1-1 tie. So there won't be a tie this time.
Ahead toward Opperman, couldn't quite bring that one in. Blake actually did win the IMAC conference this year, so kind of an interesting thing when you're Breck. You've been rated second in the state this year, but you did not end up winning your own conference because Blake got that job done. Way out to the right side now. The race is on here. And it's going to be a goal kick as they battled physically there. Breck player going down, but the official said, no, we'll just play on, and it's a goal kick here for the Bears as Kiernot will take it.
And looking at the conference finals, that was Blake at 4-0-1, and in third place was Breck at 3-1-1.
Goldstein getting the return there, now lifting it toward Eller. Torgerson meets that. Here's Eric Smits. And that ball got just over the touchline, so it will be a throw here for Blake. Played up the line there. Now Smits. Finding Eller. Quickly reverses direction, goes to Goldstein out on that left wing. Goldstein looking to get a cross away, and it'll come in on the keeper, Kiernot. I'd say Breck has kind of taken over the play here, Sig, certainly, yes. Although not, a ton of chances either way.
They've had the better possession in the Blake end, especially getting the ball over to number 11 here, Eller.
That time not able to control it.
Here's a good look at Avi Eller. It is fun to watch him play. He really is.
Driven up the middle here. Josh Taylor first to it. Now Opperman lifts it high in the air. And a little push by Breck there.
Yeah, I think he dipped his shoulder to get into him.
Yeah, kind of gave him the little nudge with the Blake player in the air there. So Zach Levy is called there. You'll see it right here. I think it was a good call. As you see the Blake player get up in the air and he just kind of gave him the hip check.
Yeah, that's good in hockey.
Bounces loose. Ooh, and there were 3 Blake guys there, but Hecker able to scoop it up. Breck got to the ball first for the header, but it didn't go in the direction they wanted. And there were a couple of Bears who were ready to pounce on that one, but Hecker read it well. So even though it doesn't result in a shot on goal, that had to be a little scary moment for Breck. That was very close to Blake getting a point-blank chance.
Yeah, that'll get your attention on defense.
And he kind of ran through the player there, so, and looks like Erkan Fang is a little bit banged up. Here's a look at that last play. Watch it go backward, and you see there's
3 of them.
3 Blake guys there, and they were hoping to get an opportunity on that one. So free kick coming up here for Blake, taken by Lane Lipschultz out front and headed strongly out of there. Again, as we're talking about Hecker, it's just a little tougher to play goal when you can't see the ball that well because of that sun. Nice job to keep that ball from Eller. They'll drive it off the field, and it will be a throw for Breck.
And you're absolutely right. That was a smart play on the defender. Get that ball over the touchline. Let your troops regroup.
Look there at Sam Shapiro, who got back there defensively for Blake. Jack Johnson taking the throw in here for the Mustangs, trying to go to Eller. And then back to Johnson, and Kiernot will come out and track that one down. So he's been fairly busy here. He hasn't had to make any, spectacular saves just yet, but he's had to field the ball quite a bit.
Number 13, William Kern, enters the game for Breck.
Bears looking to move that ball nicely up the left side, and they fail to connect on the next pass. So they have really had trouble stringing passes together, particularly as this half has gone on.
It's been kind of like a one-touch, two-touch. But Breck's been doing a pretty good job of covering those lanes.
Sent up the middle, tracked down. So the Bears, and that ball will skip out of play off the Breck foot. So a throw coming here for Blake.
Number 45, Omar, returns to the game for the Bears.
Shapiro getting set to trigger this ball in here for Blake. Into traffic there, and nice job to control that ball. They'll get it back, and Opperman sending it ahead there to Torgerson, and now controlled by Smits. Looks to Levy, and a nice takeaway by Tenzin Chosen for Blake. Trying to bring that ball up the middle, but Torgerson intercepting for the Mustangs, and now Opperman, advantage called there. Smits will come to the outside for Levy. Levy driving on toward goal here, and Kiernot will field it on one hop.
Not sure if he was going for the shot or if he's trying to make a pass.
I think it was more of a pass myself, but
a little off target on the pass, and ended up being an easy save. Well, relatively easy.
Tapped ahead there by Soren Rowe, but the Mustangs win it back. Driven up toward Eller. He gets his head on it there. And quickly banged back out of there, and then Torgerson with a header. And we get a whistle against Breck as Omar was knocked down. So free kick here for the Bears as Lipschultz will take it. Another look at this collision right there as Opperman bumped him a little bit too much. That one bounces through everyone until Torgerson settles it. Now Opperman. Battle for it there and lifted high back into the middle as Blake has started to get some possession time here a little bit later toward the middle of this first half. Hecker will come out to grab that one up. Hecker gets plenty on that one, right onto the foot of Eller. Now they return it to Avi Eller. Looking to get a step there, and then he tried to find Smits on the left side, but broken up. Opperman able to head that one down to himself. And here's Eller leaving it for Garrett Opperman. Plays it through. Ooh, a good idea there, but Blake was not asleep on the weak side there.
No, they saw that one coming and reacted accordingly.
Get a look at the crowd on hand, and you know it is bright and sunny, but it's not terribly warm out here. But actually, for this point in October, you really can't complain by any means.
Now we've had some excellent weather, very mild weather, in the latter half of the soccer season.
Spencer Yu will throw it in here for Breck.
Good takeaway there by the Blake defense.
And taken right back as well. Yu trying to get it to Eller. Breck's very good in the air, and I don't know if it's by design, but they're playing, quite a few balls in the air.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about earlier. They're especially over to Eller because he can chest trap those and get it into play quickly. Blake tries to get something set up and draws a foul.
Get a foul call there, and Breck's been a little more physical, I think, overall than Blake, and it's showing up, and they've been whistled down for it a few times too.
Blake is catching up. It's 6-4 right now.
Eller coming back to it, gives it to Torgerson, and now Garrett Opperman, left footer, sending it, and it deflects off of Adam Goldenberg, and Kiernot will come out to meet it here for the Bears. To Opperman. Sends that ball forward, and it's knocked out by the Bears. So we get a throw here for Breck as Spencer Yu wants to get it back in quickly here. But instead it goes right back out off of Goldstein.
Goldstein couldn't quite control it. It rolled off his leg.
Opperman to the outside. Goldstein back for Smits, but a nice takeaway there by Jake Lundberg. But the Breck Mustangs get it right back. Not for long. Lundberg knocking it away.
Nice redirect by
Smits with a nice ball to Eller. Eller slipping down, gets right back up though, and then Opperman sending it up the middle, and Kiernot trying to get to that, and Breck saying he's out of the box. Very close, but they say no.
I have to see that again. That was pretty close. Here's the ball coming to the keeper right here. Ooh, that's on the line, and I guess you can call it either way on that one. It was pretty close. Referee John Borstad said it was out of the box.
Otherwise, we would, of course, be looking at a penalty kick for Breck.
Yes. And in a closely contested game, you don't want to give up anything like that.
No. Hate to see.
Oh, ow.
Smits is run over from behind there. So free kick here for Breck, as you'll see.
Boy, he just, wow. That could have earned him a yellow card. That was pretty aggressive.
Jake Lundberg colliding with him, although it looked like Smits was trying to, fool him he was dodging a little bit, and I guess you could make the case that he
got in his way.
He got in his way, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, all except for the elbow.
Here's Opperman, yeah. Opperman out front, and Kiernot colliding a little bit with a Breck player there, Josh Taylor, but they give each other a pat, and no intent there to smash into each other. Opperman knocking it out to the outside, but nobody home, so it will be a throw here for Blake. Adam Goldenberg sending it in here for the Bears. Nice ball ahead now onto the foot of Ethan Rowe. Trying to get a return there, but Opperman, a sliding play to break that up. Goldenberg to trigger it in here for Blake. Ball stays alive down there in that corner. They were hoping to get a corner kick out of it, and it's going to be a goal kick now here for Breck. Just not many offensive surges for Blake here in this first half. They've played, relatively well overall, but they've definitely been the team that's been back on their heels a little bit playing defense.
That's correct. They've only had a few opportunities. They've got 2 shots taken, 1 on goal. So the number of quality shots has been like 0.
Throw in there, and that one is going to get away. As Max Feather will come into the lineup here for Breck.
Goldstein takes a break.
Sent back now, Conrad Smits, the captain, sending it over as Breck trying to tack up that right side. Boomed long, but denied. Blake's been pretty ready for that. But that's the thing about it. You can say we did a good job like 9 times out of 10, but that 10th one is when Eller might beat you. And
right.
Obviously in a section final, 1 goal or maybe 2, could very well win the game.
Yeah, it just takes 1 at this level. And we know that they've played pretty tough the last time out, so who knows?
Opperman sending it for Eric Smits, and then to the outside to Feather. Lets it go through to Eller. Eller chipping it towards Smits and just broken up. That was a nice setup for Breck.
That was sweet. Eller was pushing the ball forward, then all of a sudden change his stance and give a right heel kick to get it forward again.
You can add sees the field well to all the things that he does well, because that was, for him to even realize he had a teammate in that spot was pretty impressive. Banged up the line, but Yu was there for Breck. Bears, though, get it back. Jake Lundberg. Look how quickly they move the ball up the field as well. Back for Chosen, and now finding Ethan Rowe. Chips one to the middle, but a header there for Breck's Jack Johnson. Ooh, and then a big-time collision here. And we may see a card coming out perhaps, or maybe just a stop for the injury. And Jake Lundberg holding that right leg.
You see the collision again. I think he tripped over his leg. I didn't see anything deliberate on that.
Yeah, there is going to be a yellow card issued, though.
Okay.
It was interesting because Breck's player, Kurth, actually had the ball, but then it got away from him, and he did step toward him. And Lundberg obviously felt the brunt of that one as he went sprawling.
You see it again. Oh, yeah, he ran into his hip and turned him around.
Yeah,
okay, I missed that.
It did look a little different when you see it from that higher angle. That he had clearly lost the ball by that point and then stepped into him to try and get it back. And you have to hope that Jake's going to be all right here. He does get up and walk off, and obviously it hurts right now, but let's hope he's able to come back and play some more here tonight.
Good call and good camera work.
Lane Lipschultz will take the free kick here for Blake. And again, Hudson Hecker is dealing with that sun. And they elect to go short and low with it. And Breck's able to get there and bang it on out. Eller in hot pursuit. The throw, though, for the Bears. Goldenberg throwing it in for Blake. Eric Smits, the interception, finding Eller, and then leaving it over to Torgerson. Playing it out to the right. They've got a chance here, and Kiernot charging out. Now he's going to have to kick that ball out as he was unable to come up with it cleanly, but got enough of it.
Still a smart keeper, knows how to get the ball out of trouble.
Bounces free to the front, and nearly a handball there against Blake, which obviously would have resulted in a penalty kick. And then a huge collision on that header.
There's a lot of bodies flying around.
Here's Eller dropping it off for Smits. Slams on the brakes, leaving it back now to Opperman.
Well, this is great passing, isn't it?
Yeah, they are a very skilled team.
I mean, not only the individual skills, but knowing where their teammates are.
Knocked out of play, and we get a throw. Well, and the thing I like about it, too, I was thinking that earlier when we were talking about Eller, is that it's not just all flash. There's substance to what they're doing, too.
Right. That's one of the things you tell a player when you're coaching him is if you're going to pass the ball, have a purpose behind it. And if you're a teammate, make that purpose happen. Know where the other guy's going to go and where he's going to be.
Bears able to pick that pass off, and they look to counter.
Nice stop.
Howard Henderson now dropping it back, and ball sent long, looking to go to Ethan Rowe up that right side. Rowe almost got to the front. Now Chosen able to knock the ball down. You know they'd love to get at least, a good quality shot up high where Hecker has to deal with that tough sun. They haven't been able to do it yet. Going for Chosen there, but Conrad Smith's got to it. Now the Bears win it back. And here's unable to clear it. That's the one thing that Coach Stumpfig talked about. We have to be sure with our clears tonight when he felt Blake was pretty good at taking advantage if you had a little bit of a mishit defensively.
And you saw a good example over there, unable to clear the defensive area and give it right to the Blake players. Try to get over that to Max Feather. Now Blake coming the other way. They'll draw a foul.
Ethan Rowe on the move there, and I think, I'm not saying it wasn't a foul, but I think he helped to sell it because the ball was starting to roll away from him already anyway, and he was like, I better go down here. No, he was held. There's no doubt. Good call. Yeah, you see the late tumble, but the foul had already occurred by that point, so right call made. Oops, it bounces off the center referee there. The Bears get it back. Here's Henderson. Strong header there to get that one out of danger. Mustangs unable to get to it though, so we will get a throw for Blake. Goldenberg will trigger it in. They bring it right back to him. Eller coming back to meet it. Smits trying to go back to Eller there, and he does get it back. Onto the foot of Feather, but then knocked away.
No call. Oh.
Big collision there. Colin McConkey wanted a call, doesn't get it, but it will be a throw for Blake. Intensity picking up a little bit here.
A little bit.
Flick to the outside, and looks like they kept it alive there initially, and then it'll be a throw in the corner for Blake. They have started to tip the field in their favor a little bit later in this half.
Yeah, they're getting better movement on their passes, getting behind the defense. But still not a quality shot. Here comes an opportunity.
Header that'll bounce just a little wide of the net. Blake trying to claim that Breck got a piece of it, but it's not going to be the case. There will be a goal kick here for Hudson Hecker, who has not really had to do much in the net yet for Breck tonight.
Well, I'm sure he's looking forward to get these last 6 minutes off the board so he doesn't have to stare into that sun again.
Driving it long, Eller couldn't quite get to it. Smits dodging around the referee a couple times there. Nice ball ahead, Bears on the move. Opperman able to steal that ball briefly. Ooh, and then a kick delivered into the lower midsection of Opperman. That did not feel good.
No. Oh, you can see Opperman still feeling that one. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes off and gets a chance to rest up.
Play to the outside. Nice defensive job there to make that a throw instead of a corner. Jack Johnson will take the throw here for Breck. Looking toward Eller, knocked out of there though. Now they leave it over for Opperman. Shipping it back to the right side. Here's the shot. Oh, and it will bounce just wide. Another great setup there as Garrett Opperman seeing the field well. And Breck with a near miss there. I thought that one might be the one that broke the ice.
That was pretty close. You see it again. Opperman sending the ball to the right side. Had the keeper on his way down.
Now Opperman stealing it, trying to send Eller ahead. Eller driving a long shot, it hit a defender. Now Eric Smits turns, and he lets one rip that was wide of the mark, but not by a whole lot, as Kiernot felt it close enough that he lunged at it. Nice follow-up here by Smits, and he fires. Yeah, you see it was not super close.
No, but let's not take the chance.
Eric Smits trying to control that ball. Nice step up by Goldenberg for Blake. And now he'll get this pass out. A little too far there. Spencer Yu breaks it up, but he can't keep it in play. It will be a throw here for Blake. They've got a sub coming in, so they'll hold up on this throw in. As Shapiro back into the match here for Blake. Jack Johnson volleying it high into the air. Opperman jabbed it loose and then sent high forward here for Blake as Ethan Rowe getting to it. Able to keep that ball in, and then they tried to find him with a return pass. Yu looking for it. And it was an offside play against Blake anyway there.
If you look at the scoreboard 0-0, and looking over at our master statistician, pointing out that we have 0 corners in this match. We played almost 20 minutes without 1 corner. Way up and way out.
Yeah, going to go up into the stands here. Opperman will take the throw here for Breck.
Try to get ahead of Eller. He's going to try it again. Watch. Yep. Nice job. Number 2, Goldenberg on the Blake defense saw that one coming and cut off the passing lane.
Lundberg's pass broken up, so Lundberg is back out there. The player was down for Blake for a little bit. Now Opperman sending it long toward Eller, and Kiernot charges out to get it as we go under a minute to play here in this first half. Been good soccer, but just not a lot of scoring chances. Breck has had most of them, or nearly all of them, I guess you'd say, but
yep, according to the sheet we're looking at, Breck has a pretty big advantage of shots taken and shots on goal and quality shots. But both defenses have been pretty solid.
Ball bouncing around there as they tried to go to Eller up the middle. Now Eric Smits turning, but jabbed away from him nicely by Lundberg. And sent long. Ooh, and sent sprawling there was Taylor. He ran in front of the Blake player and then got nudged a little bit and down he'll go. And we reach halftime of this one. No score on the board here in this Section 5A Soccer Championship. It is Blake nothing, Breck nothing. We'll be back with more here from St. Louis Park High School on 12 Sports.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
We are at St. Louis Park High School, and it's a 0-0 tie at halftime of the Section 5A Boys Soccer Championship as Blake and Breck battle. Look at some highlights from the first half, and not a ton of chances by any means here, but here's when Breck sending it in deep and punching it out on the move was Quinn Kiernot there for Blake. Then back the other way. Watch this one off a header. There's 3 Blake guys there, but Hecker able to get there first. And Breck later in the half got some, somewhat chances, as nearly coming out of the box there was Kiernot, which would have resulted in the penalty kick. And a nice ball to the outside. Breck finding some success in, attacking up the weak side. Here's a long one that the Bears trying to get an opportunity out of, but end up not really getting a great chance. And here's a great pass by Opperman. This was really probably the closest they came to scoring right there. And then another good opportunity, but Smith's shot sailing just a little bit wide of the mark. So halftime stats do favor the Mustangs.
They certainly do. 8 shots to 3. 3 shots on goal for Mustangs, 1 for the Bears. Fouls 7-6, pretty close. And there's a remarkable number right there. 0 corner kicks.
So we will get set for half number 2 here. The winner goes to the state tournament. The loser will have their season end here this evening. Blake and Breck, second half's up next.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Fans getting their treats for second half action here at the concession stand. 0-0 Blake and Breck as we begin half number 2, and obviously on this night changing ends can make a difference, as it'll now be the Blake keeper Quinn Kiernot who has to look into the sun a little bit, at least for part of this half. Meanwhile, the other end Hecker is pretty much all in shade now.
So that could be a challenge. If anything comes high, that sun is about 4 or 5 degrees above the horizon. You can see him shading his eyes.
And the Bears possess to begin half number 2. Quick pace, very skilled first half. Breck having more chances certainly, but very impressed with the passing of both of these teams.
Yeah, not only making the pass, but passing into traffic.
Looked like it was going to be an opportunity there for a moment. Now Elaine Lipschultz will serve one out to the right side. Oh, and it bounces past both players, and it will be a goal kick upcoming here for Breck.
For a second there, I thought we were going to have our first corner kick. You see the battle for it right here after the pass.
And you missed that ball. Ooh. Tried to deflect it away, but didn't. That was really one of the few times that Blake's had, even that much of an opportunity in this game. And there was a knockdown, as it was called, as Goldstein was banged into pretty hard.
Like we're saying, it's been pretty aggressive. A lot of body contact in the first half, and that hasn't slowed down at all.
Eric Smits. And they tried to get it to Eller there, but Lipschultz able to knock it away. And we will have this foul called on Breck eventually there. I think it was definitely the right call. Torgerson, a little shove. Yeah, you're right. It's been a physical one. Oh, and that header almost went to exactly where they didn't want it to right there.
He was in the right place and poked it out of there.
Drop back now, Lipschultz. Nice job to get to that ball, though, by Breck Smits. Conrad Smits, that is. Opperman giving it to the outside. Nice takeaway, though, and then taken right back by Opperman. Here's Eller. Pass was blocked. They'll get a second opportunity at it as Torgerson. Boy, they're really going at it down there.
Wow. Look at this contact right here. A little shove there, a little shove return, step my foot in front of you. Wow.
Opperman, side kick over to Eller. Here's Avi Eller, and he's denied. And then a second chance was blocked. It will be a corner kick, but there's Kiernot coming up big. He got out to challenge. And Eller with his best opportunity perhaps of the day right there, but Kiernot was ready.
Here you see a nice pass, redirect. Defender comes over to give him a little bit of a push, but great keeping right there.
Boy, we saw right there the great pass from Opperman, and then Eller getting it to his foot. And Breck looking for a header off that corner, but just couldn't quite find it. Torgerson sending it out front. Knocked away, and then a follow-up try. Here's a header to the front. Eller in the middle of that pack trying to get to it. Now they knock it over to the left side, but a great recovery defensively. Blake sweating it out for a moment there, and now Breck will try and push the advantage again here.
But the ball was bouncing up so high, no one could get a foot on it.
That'll be another corner coming up as Eric Smith's pass was knocked away. You can see Breck maybe kind of smelling blood in the water a little bit right now, really trying to attack and see if they can't get one here early in the second half.
Yeah, they have a definitive advantage. You have to take advantage of that.
Jack Johnson lining it up. Goes high toward the far side and got, again, past everyone. Let's see who touched this one. Going to be a Breck throw. Oh, nope. Center referee rules the other way. Both teams thought it was going to be their throw.
Right.
The one official said Breck, and then the center referee overruled.
Well, he can certainly do that. He has a different vantage point from the assistant referee. It's Tyler Dawson, assistant referee 1, and across the way, Todd Anderson. Center official again is John Morstad.
Knocked away there by Ricky Pretzman for Breck, and now here's Eric Smits. Tap to the outside, Pretzman looking to weave his way through, but Lipschultz was having none of it there for Blake. Long way to go, and they won't get it, so a throw coming for Breck. Jack Johnson right into Smits. Jabbed away from him, but following up, that pass denied. It's kind of a fine line. Sometimes you feel like maybe they're looking for Eller a little too much, even if he's not available, but then again, he's so good, you want to get him the ball as much as possible.
Well, yeah, it's almost a hard choice, but if he can handle that many passes and move so well, then go for it.
Boomed long up the middle, and Hecker will retrieve this one as off the header of Josh Taylor.
Well, that's a good point. If Eller can be a good decoy, that would open up the outside.
And they have, later in the first half, they were able to do that. Not playing so direct up the middle and creating a chance or two. Coming from that right side, especially. At least twice where Opperman, was able to play a ball to the outside. Here's a pass out front and a nice header as Eller was lurking. Eric Smits trying to win that ball back, and now another big collision. Here come the Bears. 1-on-3 though, so even if they'd gotten to that ball, it wouldn't have been much to do with it. However, it will be a Blake throw. And Jack Johnson takes it away but drives it out of play up the field. Be another throw for Blake. Breck trying to really keep the heat on and see if they can't break this tie. They came out very strong to start the second half. Ethan Rowe now takeaway by Smits. Pretzman lifting it high up the side. Eller wanting a call, not going to get it. Battle for it, one near by Lundberg of the Bears. And that ball went out over the touchline, so a throw for Breck. Now Opperman sending it ahead and drilled back out of there. Josh Taylor with a header. They turn and play it up the right side for Omar. Omar, a little space to work with, and now fires the shot, but it will bounce wide of the mark. Wasn't much of opportunity even that good for Blake in the first half, and got to look at the net anyway.
And again, with the limited number of opportunities, you got to take any shot that you can, try and get something to happen.
Yeah, especially in a game like this, I don't think the old saying, you can't score if you don't shoot, and you don't want to wait for the perfect chance. You don't want to be,
right. You're not going to get it.
Yeah, you don't want to start firing from 35 yards away, but at the same time, if there's a shot to be had, you have to go for it, because obviously, even if you don't convert immediately, you might get a rebound chance for it. You might end up with a corner or something, more than one good thing can happen in that situation.
Yeah, well, absolutely, because if you take a shot, then the defense is forced to make an adjustment.
Played ahead now to Ethan Rowe. And again, looking across for Omar. There is Yu to knock it out. It will be a throw for Blake. Nice step through here. Follow-up try is blocked. And now chipped out front. Oh, it's off the crossbar. They had Hecker beat with the header.
Oh, my goodness.
But it hits the top of the goalpost there, crossbar, and falls by the wayside as Blake almost went ahead. Watch this beautiful ball there.
Nice header.
And, it just misses from Tenzin Chosen. Couldn't ask for any more than that. Ball's an inch lower, and it's going to be in.
Right, and then even in the aftermath, Hecker was way out of the keeper, the goal area. So Blake doing a great job now of pressing.
Opperman sending it long for Eller. He'll have to come back and meet it. Avi Eller up that left side. Sending it out front. Here's a chance. Oh, and a shot attempt denied as Jack Johnson lining it up. Looked like he was going to have a very quality opportunity, but then the defense just got there. Boy, we've started to really get chances in the second half, both ways. The throw coming for Blake.
It's that last opportunity. I didn't get the number of the defender. Right there. Oh, not only blocked the shot, but then kicked it out of the danger area.
Battle for it in the air, and comes back now to Lipschultz.
And that was 38 Holigarch on Fang.
Looking for the return pass there. Blake has really seemed energized. They fought off that early Breck offense, and now the Bears have been throwing some good stuff at them.
So like all of a sudden the offenses on both sides just opened up.
Hecker will take this goal kick here for Breck. We are scoreless fairly early in the second half here in the Section 5A Boys Soccer Championship. Johnson sending it up the line. Eller not going to be able to get there as that ball gets off the field. Lipschultz taking the throw here. Broken up quickly though. Eller getting up for the header. Opperman now with a little space to work with, chipping it toward Eller, but nice header to get it out of harm's way there for Blake. And now Colin McConkey sending that ball along. Hecker coming way out to meet it. He was out of the box there, of course, so had to play with the feet, but he got there. Now back the other way for Eller. It's kind of amazing how this game has changed around. Here's Eller stepping to the outside, putting it out front, tipped up high in the air, and Kiernot will come down with it. Eller showing to be unselfish here. He's made a couple of nice passes that have, in shot spots where you couldn't have really faulted him if he just let it rip. It'd be interesting to hear what both coaches said at halftime, because it's, the type of game that it is really changed.
Yeah, it's offense now.
Lipschultz looking to bang this one long, straight up the middle.
Yeah, they're not playing possession anymore. They're playing long ball.
And it's funny how, it's kind of worked both ways too, that they both started to really go for it, create some more chances. Ooh, and Yu gets knocked down, and they collide in the air there, and foul call against the Bears. And you see Rowe saying he didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, and I think also the referee told him to watch it. You see it again. Flip a coin.
Yeah, I think it was the right call to make a foul call there, and not.
Yeah, it was
not a horribly egregious play, but obviously when somebody's up in the air, it becomes a little bit different situation. You take a hard fall when you bump. Whether if you'd just been both shoulder to shoulder, it would have been different.
Yep.
See Hans Lundsgaard coming in here now for Breck, and Pretzman will check out. So Breck was coming hard early in the second half, then Blake got some good chances as well, and we, 0-0 game still, but certainly we've seen the offenses open up. Flicked high in the air, and gonna get a push call there against Breck. So free kick for the Bears.
Referee telling, nope, it's back here.
Well, you're not seeing too many balls in the air lately that aren't severely contested, and a little bit of pushing going on, and we're seeing a few of those called. This one's going to come all the way right through to Hecker, and Lipschultz probably wanted that ball out away from him a little more to give a teammate a chance to get it.
Well, to get an opportunity as they get the takeaway.
And flicked over to the outside. Omar beaten to it by Opperman. Now they try to go to Eller. Avi Eller stepping to the middle, and a nice ball to the outside. And they're offside. Uh-oh, and it looks like Kiernot is shaken up as they collided.
You thought he was just taking a breather, because that was a little exciting.
Yeah, the flag had gone up, and you see Blake calling for it. I have to admit, whatever we see is falling into him there was Zach Levy. As I admit, I kind of looked away to see what the what the call was going to be, and didn't quite see how much of a collision that was.
Yeah, at that time the ball was already rolling over the end line.
Yeah, and it had been whistled offside anyhow.
Right. Yes. So it was a moot point.
So Kiernot will boot it out. Headed back into the Blake end. Eller trying to hustle in and take that one away. And it will be a Bears throw, though. Opperman with the header. Now it's Taylor getting up to head that ball for the Mustangs. And we will get a throw here for Breck. Nearing the halfway point on this second half, and have yet to see a goal. We'll see if anybody can get on the board here in regulation. Sent ahead, Opperman coming back. He's drifted back to playing in a little bit more defensive mid spot now.
Yeah, that's the third time I saw him drop back there. So obviously they're playing his skills back on the defensive side. Now he's back on the D line.
Tried to knock that ball out of there, and then the second opportunity they will get it out, but it's a throw coming for Blake. Shapiro triggers it in here for Blake. Lundberg came back to meet it nicely there for the Bears. And Breck able to get the takeaway. Eller in the middle of the field with it.
He's got two fullbacks with him and
drops it off to Eric Smits, and then they come left side. Oops.
Oh, missed.
Upset with himself there was Goldstein as he tried to stop that ball and look ahead to where he was going to go next and ended up missing it.
Yeah, that's too bad because all three players were in pretty good position for a shot.
And we'll get a trip call there against Johnson. And Luke slow to get up. So right there, just got on the back of that.
Back of the heel.
Back of the heel a little bit.
That was smart for a while.
Opperman went down hard, and he gets up very slowly. Opperman is hobbled away from the ball here, and they send it out.
Well, he took a hard shot from the ball in the first half, so.
Yeah, that's not what this is, though.
This is some difference. His foot
he came
or
up
leg.
Not so sure if he didn't turn his ankle, maybe, or.
I'm certainly favoring that left leg. Oh, he's hobbling pretty bad now.
Well, you just know he, feels like there's no way I'm coming out. But at the same time, you can't. It's hard to shake that off.
Yeah, he does not want to come out.
Hecker will call for it and make the grab here for the Mustangs. Battle for it in the air there, and Levy shielding his counterpart off there. And we'll get a foul call against Torgerson as he and Chosen battled for it. Torgerson feeling that he...
he got the elbow up. That's exactly what center referee John Morstad told him.
And Breck will have to head it away, and Opperman continues to hobble out there.
Well, the good news for Kiernet is that the sun is no longer a factor. Yeah, he's still hobbling.
Throw in here for Goldenberg, and he puts it right out front. Spins loose and then booted out of there by the Mustangs. Goldenberg's pass. And they have to jab it away there as McConkey was trying to get space to turn and go with it. Back for Goldenberg. He'll serve one out front. The header. Oh, and Hecker with a fantastic save. Chosen with another header that almost went in. Wow, that was a beauty.
I want to see that one again. That was incredible. Talk about transition. Breck on the attack right away.
Two real big opportunities for Chosen with headers in the second half. One off the crossbar, and that one, Hecker grabbed it just as it was about to go over the line. So a throw here for Breck. Blake has battled back hard and gotten some really nice opportunities here in the second half.
Yeah, they've gotten 3 or 4 quality shots here in the second half and really put some pressure on the Breck defense. But again, Hecker coming up huge.
A throw for Breck as Lunsgaard hustles in to take it. And we're going to get a foul called against Breck as they got their feet tangled up. And down goes Goldenberg.
Here's an opportunity on the other end. Watch this grab. He just pushes it down. Wow. That's even closer than I thought it was. I thought he grabbed it, but he pushed it down to the ground and kept it in front of him.
And you saw a perfect angle for Chosen to put that one away. I'm sure he was about to raise his hands because he thought that was in.
Probably hoping he gets another opportunity like that.
And the previous one he had to hit the crossbar, I don't know if Hecker got any piece of it or not, or if it just went straight off the crossbar, but that one obviously was a great save.
Yep, it went off. Yeah, it did come right down off the crossbar because it came straight down. But that was just an incredible save.
Soren Rowe back in here for Blake. Cross made here, and Hecker calls off his defender to get a clean grab at that ball. And Breck, I think, probably a little surprised. They're finding themselves back on their heels after they came out strong to start the second half. Sometimes you really throw everything at it to try and get a goal, and maybe you kind of have a lull after that.
Yep.
Opperman giving it to Smits. Now played out to the left side for Johnson. Trying to find Eller cutting up the middle. Knocked loose, and it'll come to Garrett Opperman. Opperman moving a little better now, although he's still definitely bothered, and now he did start to hobble big time again.
You gotta wonder if they're gonna substitute for Opperman.
You know, I kind of get the feeling that they're thinking even at like 50%, he's such a smart player that they might, just if he feels okay to stay in, they might stick with him.
Well, yeah, I understand that. I'm looking at the other side of it from the coach's point of view. I want my best player available in the last 5 minutes of the game or the overtime.
Right.
So we'll see what they do.
So a throw here for Blake has been a good second half. No score on the board. Blake coming very close a couple times. Breck had an opportunity or two that was pretty good as well. Opperman up for the header there.
I think in terms of offensive possession, I think Blake has the advantage in the second half.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and better chances. Eric Smits sending one long toward Eller. Traps it down to himself. Avi Eller, nice fake, turns, fires, and just missed. An amazing change of direction there. Everybody thought he was going to turn and bring it back out. Instead, he just spun around and turned and fired.
Watch this move. This is what makes him so dangerous. Chest traps it again. Now he stops the ball, turns. Look at this move right here. Oh, man.
And I don't know about you, Sig, but from our angle up here, I was thinking that ball was hitting the corner of the net.
Oh, I did too. I mean, it just barely missed from what we could see. That was an incredible display of skill. Look at, here it is again. Look at this move right here. Boom, boom. Here's my shot. Just on the inside of the near post. We've seen enough moves this game to make a highlight reel out of them.
And there's a takeaway for the Mustangs, but they couldn't get it to Eller. Eller trying to win that ball back, but counterattacking is Blake. Quickly taken back, though. Tried to feed that ball through, but broken up. Looks as though they've got, trying to see if they can't create a little space more now later in this game to get something going upfield. To the outside, Lipschultz. And Lundberg keeping it alive. He's kind of an energizer for Blake. Playing it over. The ball is onside, it looks like, and knocked away. It's going to be a corner kick coming for the Bears.
First corner of the match for Blake.
So they will get an opportunity for a set play here as Lipschultz will line it up.
A mass of humanity just on the inside of the penalty box area. Now everybody scatters.
Puts it out front. Here's the header, and Hecker able to get to it as they were looking to go header to header there.
Wow.
Boy, he throws that one all the way out to midfield.
That was a distribution. That wasn't a kick. That had some distance on it.
Bounces out of play, and you see Opperman had come out for a moment, and now it looks like getting ready to check back in.
Just that last corner kick. Just a lot of traffic in front. And
pretty strong header there, but
Hecker, look at this distribution. He saw Eller and said, "I think I can throw that to him." Wow.
Eller knocking it to the outside, trying to go to Torgerson, and this will bring a corner kick for Breck.
Their third of the game in the second half.
Jack Johnson will take it here for Breck.
And these set plays are now starting to loom large. You're not getting a lot of opportunities.
And ranging over to get it is Kiernot for Blake.
Kiernot saw that traffic going and followed it and made a nice stop. A bit of hip checking.
Oh my goodness.
Finally rolled over him and drew the foul.
Kurth got pretty aggressive there, and he thought, I'm going to keep doing it if I'm not going to get called.
It's like a bull in a china shop. Look at it. 1, 2. And he got called on number 2. And before that highlight, he hit somebody first.
And we get a push called against Blake here, and going down hard is Breck's Will Torgerson. He got a little push in the back as he was starting to jump. Opperman driving it upfield. Lundberg able to get that pass away. Breck being quite aggressive here and trying to put pressure on the ball. Now Chosen. Opperman will wind up with it instead for Breck. Sending it up the left side. Eller trying to get there, and let's see, what's this call going to be?
We've got bodies scattered all over the place. I think it's going to be a foul against Blake.
Eller was trying to work his way around the defender. It looked like he might have sort of reached out and grabbed a little bit to try and catapult himself by, but then the defender got the arm up.
I mean, you almost can't blame the defender. I mean, how do you mark this guy?
Yeah, I think they'll settle for, even though this could be a dangerous free kick here, he'd settle for that rather than Eller, getting to that ball. So Jack Johnson lining it up here for Breck. He's going to come low with it out front for Opperman, and then it bounces around. Is it in? No. Going to be a foul call anyway, it looks like, or was it offside? No, it looks like they're going to rule that. Opperman was trying to say that Kiernot was in the net with the ball. Watch Opperman as it deflects off of him, but then he pushed into
the keeper, right.
He watched his arm come out, and dragged him in. He's trying to pull him into the net with the ball, and good call right there. Boy, Breck creating a great opportunity. I mean, I think everybody's thinking he's going to go high with that free kick. Instead, he put it low and right onto the foot of Opperman. They had a pretty good chance. He couldn't quite get rid of it as quick as he wanted. Now Johnson to Eller. Eller playing it to the corner to himself.
You got to love it.
Out front it comes. A couple of guys going down there. Johnson is laying there. Opperman up with it. Opperman playing it to the outside to Lundsgaard. Now gets it back, and we have Johnson laying down in the middle of the field. So they're going to stop play. Going to call the trainer out. There you see the really three guys, and only two of them got up.
This is gonna, I think he may have hit that defender on his leg.
And you see, he wasn't the only one who got banged up a little bit there. I think it was Ben Lee got up, hobbling a little bit, but
yeah,
at least he got up.
Right. I think Johnson hit the defender with his leg, and or in his knee area.
So he's going to have to hobble off here, and hopefully he can come back too, as we're getting pretty late in the contest here. 6:45 to go, no score on the board. The winner heads to the state tournament. I think Breck, some of their fans were grumbling a little bit that they had let play go, and then just when it looked like they were going to get a shot attempt is when they whistled down. But right, I don't think he had noticed him immediately.
Yeah. There was so much going on.
Eric Smits will line it up here for Breck.
And again, it's in a dangerous area.
Smits chipping it toward the net, and there's the stop by Kiernot, and then he is tripped up by Opperman, and Opperman trying to say I didn't mean it, but he's going to get a yellow card. Opperman will be sent off here, and I think if it hadn't been for the previous one, this one may not have been called. It looked like he was trying to avoid him, but
he tried to go around. Then he brought his left arm around to make contact. I think you're right. I think based on the previous activity, I mean, the referees do that. They do keep a mental count of how many fouls a player has accumulated.
And you're gonna kind of err toward protecting a keeper a little bit, maybe, because it's such a big thing. You don't want a goal to happen because you've plowed the keeper over, and you don't want that to be what decides the section final. So
no, you don't. Actually, in any game, this one's called against Blake.
So momentum may be swinging back toward Breck a little bit here later in regulation.
The second half has been a game of the long ball. I think the possession concept, midfield control is out the window.
Long pass there, nearly connected for an opportunity as Conrad Smits put it into the box there for Breck. So Opperman will come back in when play permits here, but had to check out with that yellow card. And it will be a throw here for Breck, I believe. Yep, Opperman will come back in.
Right. He wanted to come back in, but they couldn't get the opportunity.
Opperman looking for Eller. It's a little over his head. And now the Bears looking to counter. They're going to send one long, and it's an easy one for Hecker to field on one big hop. High bouncer there, and nice job to win that ball by Levy for Breck. Got it to Eller, and a little off for Opperman. Opperman chipping it ahead. I think Opperman right now is just a little less confident in his ability to dribble the ball ahead because of that leg that's bothering him. So, but he's made some good long-range passes because of it. Header flick to the front. And a try there, but never got fully to it. Breck wanted a handball call there. Now to the outside, Lundsgaard. Put it in the middle, but right to a Blake player. Lifted out front, looking for Eller. His header goes over, and here's a chance. They're offside, though.
Yes.
Opperman trapping that one down to his foot, but they're ruled offside anyway.
Great call, though. I mean, look at this opportunity. Here's the set. Header up. Opperman is offside by a little bit. That's all it takes is a little bit.
Blake looking to counter, and they get some numbers forward now as Chosen plays it out to Omar on that right side.
They had a 4-on-3 break, but Breck was able to come back and get their defense set.
Chip to the front, but banged right back out of there. Eller heading it to the outside. Wait, Eller runs hard a lot of the time, too. You don't see him just kind of loop after the ball or think, well, I'm not going to get there anyway. He must be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he's only has 2 speeds, not moving and full speed.
So Blake trying to get some momentum back as Breck has clearly grabbed it from him. That ball mishit. And it will be a throw here for the Bears. Trying to go to Lundberg. Opperman comes back to take it away, though. Kurth. And he was fouled there. We'll get a free kick for Breck.
Yeah, a little too much grabbing of the shoulder.
Conrad Smith sending it ahead.
They lost it.
Nice ball there by Kretzman. Got it to Garrett Opperman, and now up the left side. Breck trying to draw a corner if they can. Not going to be able to do so, and in fact it will be off Breck. It's a throw for the Bears. Good job to not panic there back in your own end. Ben Lee stayed with it. Goldenberg will take this throw here for Blake. Toward Eller. Eller dropping it back. Eric Smits trying to find a little room, but it won't happen there. Opperman able to trap it down. Opperman lets it fly, but way over the top.
It's a good look at number 10, Opperman. He's played a great game, but playing injured and maybe not at 100% right now. But he definitely wants to be part of this.
And Hecker out of his net. Here's a shot and a goal. Hecker came way out, but didn't get the clear, and Ethan Rowe will put Blake in the lead. Unbelievable in the final 40 seconds of the game. 39 to go, and he scores.
You see it again. Sacred's way out. Rowe just sizes it up and gets it right behind the defenders that were still trying to cover. Right here. And that pretty much eliminates the overtime.
Rowe had 7 goals in the regular season, none that he's going to remember as much as this one, as Hudson Hecker came out to play it and did not put it where he wanted to. It gave it away and had to try and scramble back into the net. Now Hecker's going to come out and join things as a field player, but I think it's going to be too little too late.
It's going to be a goal kick. Boy, nobody feels worse than Hecker right now.
And nobody feels better than Ethan Rowe for the Bears.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Blake will turn and boom this ball out, and they are going to get ready to celebrate. Breck trying to hurry up and get it back in, but we have reached the end of this one, and it is Blake claiming the Section 5 championship. We stayed scoreless until the final 40 seconds, and Ethan Rowe converts with 39 seconds to play. And the Bears will be headed back to the state tournament for the first time since 2008, and the 4th time in school history. It was a very interesting game tonight, Sig. We had a lot of back and forth. There were times when one team dominated. Blake played a strong second half, although Breck had kind of, taken control of the play and gotten the chances later. But then it's Breck having a costly mistake that leads to the late Blake goal.
Absolutely. It was a wonderful game to watch. A lot of action on both directions. Both teams are so skilled and so fast. That's just a joy to watch. That's a tough break for Breck, but congratulations to Blake. Moving on to the state tournament.
Yeah, the Bears will certainly be one of the teams to watch in that tournament. I think really any team that won this section was going to be one that you'd say has a decent chance to do some damage once they get in the state tournament. So heartbreaking way for it to end for Breck, but as Sig said, congratulations to the Blake Bears as they move on to the state tournament. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's Section 5 championship matchup here tonight. Our final score at St. Louis Park is Blake 1, Breck nothing. So long here from St. Louis Park.